Hello everyone. Today we will understand atomicity, which is the first property of acid. Atomicity means either all operations succeed or none of them succeed. Before trying to understand atomicity, you have to understand transaction. I will attach a video of transaction which I have previously recorded. You can go through it. So atomicity is not a code that you have to write in your Node.js or JavaScript or in any of your programming language. It's a concept that is used in our database that does either all operations succeed or none of them are succeed. So what is the benefit of this? Benefit is there is no partial updates and you are sure that everything that is executed is correct as per the data. Next, I'll give you a simple example. So let us understand using the banking example. Suppose account A has 1000 and account B has 500. Okay, now ideal scenarios we want to transfer rupees 100 from A to B. To complete this transaction, we need to perform two operations. Deduct 100 rupees from account A, add 100 rupees to account B. Imagine if the first, so the success scenario, if the begin so imagine if the first operation succeeded. A is A got 900. A deducted rupees 100 and so the account got updated to 900. Before the second operation succeed, the server crash. What happens now? What should ideally happen? Account A, what should ideally happen is that the transaction should get reverted. Means the money should not get lost. What will happen? Account A lost rupees 100, but account B has never received it because the server crashed. So the money just disappeared. That is a partial update. So to prevent this problem, database uses atomicity. So how to solve this problem? So to solve this problem, we use transaction in the background, which is nothing but we start a transaction with begin. Here you can see statement is here with begin. Then whatever queries we want to execute or revert whatever happens. So in that case, we write all of them in begin and end it with commit. So here you can see begin step one, whatever this SQL statement is happening where we are deducting amount of rupees 100 from account A, and in step 2 we are adding the account of rupees 100 to account B, and then we are writing commit. These changes now becomes permanent. Okay, so that is the reason we are getting this success that A has updated his account balance with 900 and B has with account balance with 600. So this means either the entire transfer succeed or nothing happens. There is no in between state. This is the core idea of atomicity. So I'll just give you example in Node.js. It's the same example. It's just which will help you to understand. So first we'll do it without atomicity. So suppose I started deducting rupees 100 from A, then server crashed. So what will happen in the database? Incorrect data. So why? Like you deducted 100 rupees from Anirudh account, but you didn't update the account of John, so which is incorrect. So now I'll just revert the state. So this is our initial state where Anirudh has 1,000 and John has 500. Now if I do the same with atomicity, there also server will crash, but the account will not be mismatched like how it was mismatched in the case of without atomicity. See here you see it deducted, then money deducted from account A, error occurred, server crashed, and then we roll back the changes. So now if you refresh, the state is maintained. There is no partial update. Whatever was there before the transaction begin or before the atomicity, that is been restored. So you can be sure that your data is intact in the database. So that is how we are achieving atomicity. Atomicity is nothing but a concept where there is no partial update. Okay, there is no in between state. There is only a core idea which that determine the if there is any issue, it will roll back to the previous state of how before the SQL transaction started. One more example of atomicity we can give is where you should use this begin and commit part is like, for example, here you can see when you have multiple queries. For example, when you have a user table, suppose you have a structure of a user table, and you have user is creating posts, and post has another table of post count. So what you have to do is, whenever your user creates a new post, it makes an entry in the post table, and that count is updated in the counts table. So what will happen is, post first you will enter into the post table, make an entry in the post table, then you will take the count and update the count in the counts table. So this is a two-step process. If one of the processes if one of the processes crash, it might show a incorrect count, although it is very low risk, but still it will show a incorrect count. If you want to handle this situation in a proper manner, you can use these two SQL queries, S- two or more SQL queries in a single transaction, using begin and commit. So all whatever will happen will be updated successfully, or else will be reverted completely. So your post also will not be inserted, so that your count will stay remain intact. So yeah, this is how Atomicity works. Thank you.